Hi, I'm Brittany Easom. I am filming this in my car because I'm waiting on my kid to get out of baseball practice. So I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? For this activity, I can't really say I created, I kind of got the idea from a past ag teacher and just built on it, I guess, is what you could say. It's a project that's kind of tailored more for high school ag. It can be agribusiness from a farm standpoint, or either it can be animal science and learning the nutritional factors of how to take care of whatever animal you choose. The attachment shows a beef cattle record book because we are a huge beef supporter in my family, and in my ag class I actually did something like this, and I really liked the idea because it kind of gave me a standpoint of view from not only animal science, but you really see from a financial standpoint of what it takes to be in just a sector of the agriculture industry. I modeled it for a 9th grade class. On page 1 you see where it jumps right into the student and animal information info. What breed. Like I said, I chose beef. You can choose chickens, goats, sheep, whatever you feel comfortable choosing. And it kind of shows you, just page 1, just a general information about your animal. Page 2 is a health record starting from birth. If you don't have access to livestock, this is kind of something like a simulator that you can create for yourself. Page 3 is where it gets down to the nutritional factor, and this is kind of how you can see the changes in your animal in what you feed and how much you feed. And if there's any changes that need to be made, this is kind of where it's right laid in front of you, and you can tweak them to how you may need. Sorry, excuse me. The next one is a weight log. So this is very important in the beef cattle world, and also more so in the swine world, just because if you play a part in the market, you know what makes money. Meat. What makes that meat muscle? Well, here we are. We're going to notate it from birth weight, and we're going to see how it gravitates to your cell weight, and you will see that what really packs on, what we always say is pack on the money. You get to see, it's nice to be able to see how much your animal has changed, and to see how you helped with that. You also have a little bit of a notes page. Anything you need to notate that a vet, or anything that you just feel like you may need to know for future references. We always laughed about this because we always said that this is something that you get from the older generation, or what we like to call Grandpa and Meemaw. This is stuff that you learn that you don't get from a textbook. This is notes saying, hey, let me think of something that's off the wall that most people don't know of. There's a condition called dippity pig that can be found in swine. And common, everyday thing is, let me call a vet. Well, no. You're going to go ask Paw Paw in the back farm, hey, my pig's got dippity pig, which is nothing but stripes across the back. You see it, you look like it. What do I do? Penicillin poured all over that hog's back, covered in mayonnaise. You don't rinse it off for 48 hours. If you get an old school rural vet, then yeah, they'll know that. But like I said, that's our running joke is this is the information you get from Paw Paw and Meemaw. The very last page is kind of where you get into teacher mode. You really have to put in your own words what you've learned about record keeping and what it's helped teach you along through this project, whether it's, oh, hey, more corn's going to add more fat. This calf needed more hay. Water is a non-negotiable. Or either, you talk about the one problem that you found. Hey, keep your pig or cow under the barn during these hours of the day, or they're going to have a heat stroke. There's just so many things that you can learn from this. And I thought that this was pretty cool in this activity to kind of present this to show that it's still in play today. And it kind of shows that you're not just secluded to one topic. You are open to everything at 9th grade. Animal science, agribusiness, record keeping. It shows you how important this is. It even gets into a little bit of, science as far as medical goes. So this is just an example of what in my class that we would do. Breaks down a plan, and at the end of all of this, go through it. And I think it would be really cool to have each student each student grade their peer. Kind of let them critique, because use that as motivation that you may take it to heart a little bit more than your teacher would. I think that this project would just open the door for other students to be interested in ag also. So that's pretty much it. I'm already at 6 minutes, but if any questions, just ask me. Thanks.